Movie prices. That's why I ain't got no girlfriend. Expensive movies have just ruined my dating life, boy. Remember back in the day, fellas, when the movies was cheap, so you didn't really care if the date worked out? You know, she'd be like, Bone, I don't want to go to the movies with you no more. You too loud and country. I don't care. $4.50. Bye.
Love food. You guys love food? My people. I love food. I ate a lot of deer growing up. Anybody eat deer? Yeah! Not because we're good hunters, but because we're bad drivers. Yeah. What you call joyriding, we call grocery shopping. The best part of a deer steak is right around the Ford emblem. Okay, Chevy. There's always one. I love food. I think it's because I've got the older sister and younger brother who are both very tall and very tan. We take family photos with me in the middle, look like an oatmeal cream pie. Double stuffed. My sister's a runner. Any runners? Without stuff chasing you? She gets up at 5 o'clock in the morning to run 8 miles. Yeah. She got special shoes. I didn't know you got special running shoes, but she's proud of them. She's like, these shoes have over 1,100 miles on them. So proud. I'm like, mine got some ice cream from earlier, and I am just as happy. But after the baby, I was like, well, I gotta be healthy, I gotta lose some weight. So I actually lost 45 pounds so far. I decided to keep the maternity clothes though, just so I could go to Golden Corral on Friday and not get dirty looks. Or for those really great parking places. You know, the expected mothers ones? Because I expect to have a baby sometime. I joined a gym. Anybody join a gym? Yeah. I'm sorry. Our gym is like 360 degrees of mirror. So all I ever see is myself sweating and jiggling on a stepper. I think there should be special rooms for people like me and some of y'all. We'll call it the jiggly room. This is how you know if you go in there. If you jump, come back down, and parts of you comes later, that's the room for you. We'll go in and we'll walk on a treadmill for 5 minutes and then go get a protein shake from McDonald's. The other thing about the gym I don't like is there's always the girl at the gym who has like the spray painted on clothes and her hair bow matches her iPod and it matches her shoes. And when she runs, she bounces in the right places. And she gets beside me and I'm competitive. So when she runs at 4, I'm gonna run at 4. When she runs at 5, I'm gonna run at 5. When she runs at 6, I'm gonna drop my water bottle on her treadmill. I took a Pilates class. You guys ever take Pilates, see Pilates? If you've not seen it, a twig of a teacher puts you in positions like jackknife, corkscrew, and downward dog. I did one position, face on floor crying. I was in pain. I'm like, Twiggy, come here. And she's real sweet. She came over and she said, what? And she shook a lot. And I'm not really sure why she shook, but I'm pretty sure it's all the lettuce. Because I eat beef and I'm stable. So I'm like, Twiggy, is this normal? And she goes, oh, sweetie, no. Your breathing is all wrong. Wow, 27 years of experience does not make me an expert. She looked at me and she said, you need to rebuild your core. My core's right here. It's filled with molten lava. And when it hardens, I chisel it away. She then looked at me and she was so serious. She said, you need to bring your belly button all the way back to your spine. There's just one problem with that. My belly button don't like long trips.
I was known as the paranoid substitute. Think I'm paranoid because I watch Law and Order too much. Love that show. But now I'm scared that there's somebody gonna commit a crime against me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm scared somebody gonna steal my car. So I keep it on empty. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna steal my car and my gas. I got insurance, I get the car back, but the gas just gone. You ain't gonna be riding around on my full tank of gas, listening to my music. You probably don't even like Hillary Duff. My bad. That's what me and my mama listen to. That's probably why I ain't got no girlfriend right now. That ain't why. Movie prices. That's why I ain't got no girlfriend. Expensive movies have just ruined my dating life, boy. Remember back in the day, fellas, when the movies was cheap, so you didn't really care if the date worked out? You know, she'd be like, Bone, I don't want to go to the movies with you no more. You too loud and country. I don't care. $4.50. Bye. Ain't nobody scared of you. My mama gave me $10. I got $1 left. That's 4 more games of Donkey Kong. You go to the movies nowadays, even the popcorn costs $972. You be like, girl, if I spend this much money on you, you gonna see me for the next 3 weeks. Voluntarily or involuntarily. It don't matter to me. You shouldn't have got them Raisinets. You knew that added 3 more days to this relationship. Because you know it's a thin line between flirting and stalking. No, it is. Like if a girl think you cute, she would never accuse you of stalking her. Brad Pitt could be hiding in your bushes at 3 o'clock in the morning in a pair of Speedos. And y'all will be like, that's so romantic. I show up at your job with a dozen roses and a teddy bear. You're like, how you find out where I work? Well, it would have been a lot easier if you would have gave me your real first name. Kimberly. Got me looking for Lisa over in Rancho Cucamonga. Now her husband tripping. And I want the money back for them flowers I sent to her job. But you know the most beautiful thing about being single is that I have no idea where my wife is. I just hope she ain't mad at me right now.
Glad to be here. I just want to tell you guys, I live in Atlanta, Georgia. I know some of you guys are from all over. Some of y'all from hotter places, like where we are right now in the Caribbean. It's hot. It's not hormones here. It is the atmospheric pressure here. And I just want to tell you one thing I have learned, especially for women who are on the cruise who are ample in this area. Some of y'all are sitting next to a small-chested woman. You're like, I'm sorry for you. Blessed in this area. Many of us are. And if you are blessed there is a particular problem that happens for those of us who are ample here. And that is, especially if you live in the South, you are never, ever, 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 ever completely dry up under here. Ever. So I just want to share what I've learned with you. You may want to take this home with you or maybe appropriate it while you're out here on the high seas. And that is if you will just get you one of them ShamWows and roll it up. It absorbs 5 times its weight in water. You're going to be so dry. So dry. I love being out here on this cruise ship. And you know, I just realized we're kind of rocking and rolling. I don't know if that's going to be funnier on the DVD or just confusing. We may have to sell Dramamine with this DVD. But I love being out here because we're kind of out of touch technology-wise. Isn't it great that your cell phone isn't ringing? So much technology. I have enjoyed, just being kind of out of it for a while. There's so many things available now via technology. Used to, when we wanted to date somebody back in the day, we just had to go find somebody in the produce section or wherever. Or date them at church. Church is a great place to find guys. Or not. They got crazy pickup lines in church. Guys that are trying to date girls in church is like, hey, I love that version of the Bible you're reading. Now we have things online. eHarmony. Any of you guys meet on eHarmony? See, that's what I mean right there. eHarmony's kind of a mystery to me. They have a new slogan. I don't know if you've seen it on TV. It says, date smarter. eHarmony, date smarter. Yep, that's what we should have done, shouldn't we, ladies? We should have dated smarter. I don't know exactly how you do that unless you hire a private investigator. That would be good. The only other way I know that you could date smarter is if you had that FBI aging technology where you scan a picture in and you see what they're going to look like 30 years from now. That could have been useful. I don't think eHarmony offers that. They also have a new one. I don't know if you've seen this one now. Christian Mingle. Have you seen that one? Isn't that kind of a weird name? Christian Mingle. Just like one consonant away from Christian Tingle. Insert your own joke there. Okay, anyway.